Hello, everyone. Welcome to Love and Hips TV.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone.
We are back, and as you all can see, we are not in the building. We are Zooming today because of all that's going on in the world. We had returned back to the studio for the past two shows. Came out of quarantine to do that. So now we are back Zooming from home due to all the protests and things that are going on here in Atlanta. So we're definitely going to be talking about that subject later on in the show. But say hi to everybody, you all.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, ladies.
Hi.
And as you
Happy
all,
Sunday.
Happy Sunday, everyone. So as y'all can see, we got our beautiful guest down there. I'm gonna call her the guest host because you can see her face as well. She's gonna be on here talking about some of our subjects. Miss Sharon Bennett, Miss
Sharon.
pageant extraordinaire.
Hey, Miss Sharon.
Hi.
Do your wave, Miss Sharon. Do your wave.
I love the pageant wave. So what's been going on, everybody? And what's going on in your life, girl?
My life has been a little bit crazy these past couple of days, clearly.
Yep.
Has too.
It's just been, crazy. Just to even be on the show right now and to just be able to like smile, it's kind of hard, but I know that this is our show and we got to stay positive and everything on the show, but it's just been very difficult to watch a lot of the stuff that's been going on in the world, and it's just been really hard, and I've been just lost for words, honestly. Wow. So I'm still processing a lot of things, I'm processing a lot of things.
Okay.
How are you guys?
What's going on, Kim?
Well, as you can see, I'm in my sister soldier mode today. Like Anna said, of course we got to do the show, but it hasn't been a good weekend. It's been very emotional.
Yes.
A lot of emotions, a lot of I can't even explain the feelings that I have felt. I am a mother also of two African American sons, and I pray over my boys. I pray over their fathers. It's just so much going on, and I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, but we gonna pray about this, and we're gonna. I hope that they continue to keep the riots and everything peaceful. I know we have a lot of people that's not peaceful and they're angry and they're mad, and I get it, but don't tear up our stores. Don't come here. But don't get me to preaching. We're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna
talk about that later.
We're gonna get into that today.
Yeah, because I'm ready.
Well, I'm just like you all. It's a whole lot to take in. I find myself watching it more than what I had said that I was going to do. Actually, I binge watched it for a few hours one day, and I was like, okay, because I'm watching what's going on in New York, I'm watching what's going on here in Atlanta, I'm watching Minneapolis. I was just, kind of obsessed with it. I was like, okay, let me cut this off, and say a prayer and see if I can go to sleep. And I slept very restless. Friday coming into Saturday, and I got up and called my mom, and I talked to her, and she was like, it's not like you to be worried like that. I was like, I know, I'm just really restless. So yeah, it's definitely a tough time for all of us, but we gonna flip it, and we're gonna talk about the positives, and we are going to delve into talking to our beautiful guest, Miss Sharon Bennett, and she's gonna, and Miss Stella B, aka, and
yes, all of the above,
projects and being a beautiful plus size pageant queen, and got her titles, and how she even got into all of the stuff. So we'll delve right in, y'all. Say hi to Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
hello.
Hey, we're excited to have you on the show as a plus size queen.
That's right.
She the queen. She the queen bee.
That's Queen Bee.
She Queen Bee.
Curves and rolls and everything else. Yes.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. I love all them curves.
Okay, embrace it all. And that's what we're gonna talk about with you, and talk about the empowerment of us plus size women, and just women in general. We are plus size, so we like to talk about empowerment of ourselves, but we also got to uplift all women. So
yes.
Yeah. So we're just gonna start out. Tell us how you got into doing pageantry. How did that come about?
I actually started my first pageant back when I was 18 years old, and I was in the Miss Black Calhoun County pageant, a local pageant in South Carolina, and I came in first runner-up. And I've always been interested in pageantry. I always, watch Miss America and Miss Universe and the whole thing. But being a plus-size woman, I thought that was something out of my reach. And I'm so glad that the industry has changed and the perception of what beauty is has changed.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
We have not arrived all completely, but we're making great strides. And so when I turned 50, which was
girl.
I'm like, you turned what?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm actually 51. Yes.
Wow.
So that was
amazing.
like a revelation time for me. And so I started doing some things that, for me, my children are grown, and I say hello to my beautiful children and my parents, Ada, April, Jeffrey, and mom and dad. Hello.
Hey, children.
Hey, family.
And so I started with the Miss Full Figure South Carolina pageant. They hadn't had one in South Carolina. They had some in several other states. And so I was one of the inaugural 9. It was just 9 of us. We started out with quite a large number, but, things come up and things happen. And so we did that. And then I became Miss Community Service. I had 80 hours of community service, which I'm really excited about because I am big on community service and helping others.
Right.
And so I saw the ad for the Miss US Plus World pageant, and I saw that they had a category for us women over 40. So that's important. And so I entered, and we were scheduled to compete in Texas, but of course with COVID-19 and all of that going on, we had to make it a virtual pageant. So that was very interesting.
I know it was.
Wow. So we had to do videos, we had to do runway video. Our interview was by Zoom like we're doing now. And we also had, other paperwork. We had an essay contest, and everything had to be virtual or electronic. So that was a challenge. Finding the right place to do your video, making sure you have enough lighting, all of that had to be taken in consideration.
Wow, that's a lot.
You're from, are you from New York originally?
Yes, I'm a native of New York, but I currently reside in South Carolina.
Okay. How long you been in SC?
Oh, quite some time. I moved back here about 3 years ago. I've lived in North Carolina. I've lived all over the place. I grew up as an Army brat, so we moved around a lot.
Okay.
So
I've lived overseas. I've lived, you name it.
You've been international for a long time.
Yes. Traveling is in my blood.
Sharon, I wanted to ask you a quick question. How did you get your name, Stella B?
That's a wonderful question. My daughter has a band, April being the cool, and she was majoring in commercial music at University of South Carolina Upstate. And for her senior project, she had to write a song. And she wrote the song about me, and she named it Stella. And I know everybody thinks it's how Stella got a groove.
Yeah,
right.
The song talks about a woman that's strong and has overcome many obstacles, but she's still here. She's still standing, and she didn't let her break her stride. So when I started plus size modeling, of course you need a stage name, and I thought that really fit, because here I am. I don't look like what I've been through, but I've been through some things. And so that's why I embraced the name. And the B is from Bennett. So I just put the two together and it's Stella B.
Okay.
All right.
AKA Queen B.
Yes. Is there any other names that you go by, or just Stella B is your primary?
That's just Stella B, Sharon.
Okay.
That's about it.
So Miss Sharon, I want to take you back to the day of judging, or when they said that you are now Miss US International. Like, as a plus size woman, what thoughts went through your mind? Because you are a role model for a lot of us full figure, beautiful women who feel like just because they're big that they can't win pageants or they can't be models. Like, what was going through your head at that time? How did you feel?
It was overwhelming. When you have a journey and you've had people say to you, you're beautiful for a big girl.
Right.
I cannot stand that.
Yes. I'm just beautiful. And it was overwhelming. And then I started thanking God for the journey.
Right.
And it took me a minute, and it took me quite some time to let it soak in that I actually did it. And it was just like the icing on the cake for my struggle and for my journey.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's a wonderful title to have. Because if it was me, I'd be walking around with that crown at the grocery store.
Exactly.
Walmart.
Exactly. Crown and a mask.
To the gas station.
We're supposed to
crown and a mask.
Have to have humility.
Thank you. Oh goodness.
Oh Lord.
You actually, so besides being a pageant queen, you actually have a couple of degrees, and like you said, you're a mother. And tell us about is it Divinely Favored Publications?
Well, I like to. I'm a technology teacher, so I teach keyboarding. I teach computer applications, desktop publishing, and so I thought, why not use those skills outside of the classroom? So I do things like brochures, souvenir booklets, slideshows, and that sort of thing. And so that's where it came from. And God has always shown me favor, even when I don't deserve it. So that's where I got the name from, Divinely Favored.
All right, I like that.
I love it.
That's very nice.
Can you teach me Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft what? Which part?
Microsoft, was it Microsoft Teams? Like in my job, we use Microsoft Teams, and I'm trying to learn it.
Well, that's similar. That's similar to what you're doing now.
Zoom. It's like
it's like Zoom.
Right. I'm learning it because I have to be on meetings and calls every day. But
I had to play with it too at work, because we started over. We were doing everything Skype.
Yeah.
Switched us to Microsoft Teams, and it was like, we had to get acclimated, because you can actually put notes and do a whole
spreadsheets and everything.
Everything on there. Yeah. So you kind of got to play with it a little bit.
A lot of it is trial and error. A lot.
Right.
You have to get in there and actually get hands on with it.
Yeah, I got to get my IT skills up.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
It takes practice, and it's a blessing to have these grown kids that's all tech savvy of mine, because they the one that got me together on this Zoom today. Because
I know we saw that.
I was thinking about to do it from my phone again, and my son was like, my son and my daughter was like, Mom, what's the problem? You know, why you having?
I think my 3-year-old can operate my phone better than I can.
They know. They know.
They was like, why you having so much issues? I don't even understand. They came right over here and and here I am talking to y'all, okay, on my tablet. So,
good.
Blessing to the kids that are all tech savvy. That's their thing. We just have to kind of learn as we go.
Oh yeah, we have to keep up with them. It's constant learning process. Constant.
Yes, I think my 3-year-old can use my tablet or my phone better than I can. So I'm like, wow.
They can.
That's probably right.
It's so crazy because my friend, she was talking about her little grandbaby. She's here visiting her grandbaby, and she said she couldn't figure out how to do the TV at the house, and the baby's 2 years old, and took the remote control, was like, Kiki.
Yes, exactly.
She said,
yeah.
She said she felt this small. I said, she said, I feel so stupid. I said, that's the way they come out. And that's
they come out in a technology age, so they're accustomed to having technology.
Exactly. They're just born into it.
Yes.
So Miss Stella B, Miss Sharon, are you a glam mom also? Do you have grandchildren?
I have one beautiful granddaughter, Jerry Ann.
Oh,
she's a mini me.
I love the name Jerry Ann.
I'm training her.
So sweet.
To be a little Jerry, a little Stella B.
Yeah, that's right. She's 4 years old.
How old?
4, and she's ready for college at 4 years old.
Exactly. That is exactly how my son is. He's going to be 4 in August, and he is like 3 going on 30.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, I got a 5-year-old going on 50. So yeah.
Well,
yeah, he tells me every day, Mommy, I'm going to work. I'm like, okay, well.
As I had said before, I got 2 grown folks in my house, 19 and 27.
Lucky you.
Yes,
right.
Yes, honey. I'm free now. I'm free.
Yeah,
my daughter graduated. Shout out to Lanaya Bailey. I got to give her shout out. She did that. She graduated last week.
Woohoo! Yay, Lanaya.
And I don't even know what to do with myself for real, to tell you the truth. But
you get used to it.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
I'm gonna be like Miss Stella. I'm looking for my next big move.
That's right.
It's time to travel international. Let's go.
All right.
That's right. Once this COVID stuff dies down, then it's on again. I can't wait.
But the $1 million question is, will it ever die down?
It will.
Yeah.
It will, but we got
how long?
I think we're going to have a new norm. It's not going to go back to the way it used to be.
There's going to be a new normal, but until they figure out like a cure or something, or a vaccine, not really a cure, but like a vaccine, just like the flu, I think that it'll be a little while.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking
it either, because I don't even take the flu shot. And I just feel like if somebody gets it, they're like injecting me with
they might be injecting you with Clorox.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Clorox. Fabuloso, I don't know.
Not injecting us with Clorox. That's what our president said. That's what
that's what he said. Yep. I don't know.
Our president, ladies.
We're not going that route. So Miss Stella, so tell us what you've been doing with this quarantine life. What's your life been consist of since with this coronavirus?
We've been doing, I'm an educator, so we've been doing online learning. Okay. But I have an advantage because I'm already a technology teacher, so we did most of our things online anyway. But it's been difficult for some students to have that transition.
Yeah.
It's been difficult for some of the teachers too to figure it out.
Parents.
Yes.
And parents.
Mm-hmm. I have gotten numerous phone calls from parents, in panic because they don't think that they can handle it, but we got through it.
I was gonna say some of your colleagues were probably reaching out to you too, like help.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Now everybody is going to definitely appreciate the teachers a lot more now.
Yeah.
They haven't seen the value of teachers before. And now that all these parents are staying at home and teaching their own children, they're definitely going to appreciate the teachers. And I really hope that they get a lot more pay for what they're doing, because even though they're at home.
Yes, I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
Because ain't no way I can stay at home and continue to teach this 5-year-old. Ain't no way. And a 17-year-old, helping him with some. I'm like, I can't do it. Y'all got to go somewhere.
My 3-year-old will not listen to me. He will not listen to me at all.
I get frustrated with mine, and I'll be like, threaten him no snack time, and he'd be about to have a fit.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
you just imagine a classroom full of 25 or 28 or some 30
God bless you.
at the same time.
God bless you.
Wow.
'Cause I can't. My nerves is this big. It's tolerance.
Yeah, wait. You have 25. You have 25 in the classroom, or that's the age range that you teach?
No, in the classroom.
In the classroom.
What's the age range?
If she teach some 25-year-olds, I'm like, Lord.
Oh no,
Well, I
that's
don't know if it was college.
I teach middle school. I teach middle school now. I have taught high
Oh
school
my
in
gosh.
the past.
You are a
Yeah.
superwoman.
Last quarter I had 5th grade, 6th grade. Before that I had 3rd and 4th.
Oh,
God
wow.
bless you. God
And
bless
then
you.
8th grade
Yes.
as well. I get all
We
of
will
them.
be praying for you, Miss Sharon, every day. You will be in our.
Miss
on our
Sharon,
prayer.
you want to teach kindergarten?
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna send my son over there so you can go ahead and teach him, okay?
Mine
He's probably great. He's probably a great young man. He probably is.
He's a cutie. He's a busybody. He's a cutie though.
Oh, Lord.
Both of
Yeah,
them
they
have-
do. They have a lot of energy. They do. And then they're not used to
That's my
being
baby's
home. They're
play
used to
buddy.
being with their friends and with their
Yeah.
teachers and stuff.
And he
So-
don't understand that the parks is not open. He'd be like, Mommy, why I can't play? I'd be like, you just can't, baby. We play outside in the backyard.
Yeah, we
I
have
know
to get
that's
together one day because they're similar in age. Mine's 3. Yours is 5 or 4 again.
Mhm. 5.
Yeah, so we had to get them together one day so they can play and decompress for a minute.
And they tore up the house. Yeah.
Yes, they did.
It's
so,
okay.
so Miss Stella, what you got going on now? What's some of your projects that you plan for the future? You know, it's kind of hard to even make plans, but we still got to prepare and get our minds together for what we're trying to do next, regardless of what's going on in this crazy world. So what you got going on? What's coming up?
Well, in June, I am planning a virtual tea time with the Queen, and I'm going to have a guest author come in. She wrote a book, and it's called I'm Celibate Now What? And so she's going to come and share
I need to join that.
her story.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about some things, girl talk. And then I would like to do a back to school, provided we go back to school.
Right.
I would like to do my annual back to school drive, and I usually have like a hot dog supper and give out school supplies.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
It went very well last year, and the kids had a ball. We played games and ate, and then they got their school supplies. And then in October, I want to do my breast cancer brunch again, because that was a big success last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we hope to be a part of that.
Yeah, we want to come.
Yes, please let us know how we can participate, Miss Sharon. We love
that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
I have no problems doing a road trip, getting on the road and driving.
Yes, supporting, the school supplies and everything, and support. Just let us know what we can do because I am all up for that.
Which part of South Carolina are you in?
St. Matthews, small town near Columbia. It's between Columbia and Orangeburg.
What, 3 hours? 3 hours from us?
About 3.5.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's an easy drive.
I have a
road
cousin
trip, ladies.
Columbia.
We like road trips. We need
Yes,
to
come
wait
on.
to get out of this quarantine and do a road trip somewhere.
I like the Carolinas. I have a cousin in South Carolina and I have a girlfriend that lives in North Carolina. It's a beautiful road trip, just driving through there. So
We're very friendly here. We're very friendly. Hometown friendliness.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Get some good food.
We got a lot to talk about. Miss Sharon, you want to stay on with us for the rest of the show and talk about some of these topics that we got coming up?
Yes.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
All right.
Come on, Queen B.
Come on and participate with us.
Yeah, I love to talk.
Well, we got Anna's topic coming up next. I think we got some pictures and stuff too that we're going to go ahead and pop up some pictures of the protests and things that's been going on before we delve into the subject. So Anna, take it away, darling. There's your tell us about what we're going to talk about today.
Yes. So Ms. Sharon, we usually do a hot topic question on the show. And so this time. It is, if you are in a serious relationship, should your mate be able to answer your phone?
I'm smiling.
Lady.
You should let the guest answer that one first.
What? You said what, Kim?
Well, you should let the guest answer that one first.
Yes, Miss Sharon, please go ahead and answer that.
I feel that if you're in a serious relationship with someone, that means that you're transparent.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have anything to hide. So someone could answer your phone. Would I do it? Probably not. I probably say your phone is ringing, and he may say go ahead and answer it. But if you have nothing to hide, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. She's giving me a facial expression like I don't know about that.
Who? Which one? Toy or Kim or me?
No, not you.
Oh,
me?
Kim?
Yes.
Oh, Toy.
I'm gonna tell you something. The queen of the facial expression. That's my title.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is, because we
can do a whole
today.
show on her facial expression.
And I don't even, honestly, Miss Sharon, I do not know where it comes from. People like, you just made a face or you did this. I don't know. These girls tell me all the time. So I actually have to go back and watch myself and I'll laugh. Because I can make some faces. So
I tend to do that as well. So I understand.
Oh God. I said, Lord, this face. I definitely could not sit around and play a game of poker. I would lose for sure. I have no poker face because if it comes to it's either gonna come out my mouth or it's gonna show on my face. I just
Okay, Aries. Answer the question, Aries. How do you feel over there, Aries?
Okay, yes, since I was making facial expression. If I'm in a committed relationship, I think that we should have the understanding that we're not hiding anything from each other. So I think it should be okay for us to answer each other's phone, but I'm kind of like you. I don't know if I would. I would be like, your phone is ringing. I would like him to return with the response, okay, well, go ahead and answer the phone, which you don't see that too much in this day and age. It's like your phone is your private, sacred thing. And
it's my business.
It's my business. Because you might, I'm like, if with me, I don't really get rid of, like one of my girlfriends, she'll delete a man real quick. She'll just take him all the way up out of her phone. I don't. I got old boos in my phone. I got old numbers. Stuff. Some of the times I look through my phone and I'm like, who is this? So if I felt like it would cause an issue, which if I think maybe it would if he looked through my phone, then I prefer to just keep my phone to myself. And since I feel that way, then I reciprocate that with him. He has to, I can't be nosy and be worried about what's in his phone. So I don't know. I think to keep the peace, no. I'm gonna say no.
Kim, what about you? Let's hear from Queen Bee Kim on the show, because that's our Queen Bee on the show.
First of all, let me give you a little lesson.
All righty.
If your man or your woman have their phone in their hand 24/7, they take their phone to the bathroom all the time. Their phone is flipped over on the opposite side. Their phone left in the car. Baby, y'all ain't in no committed relationship. That's one. Two, I don't do that answering the phone stuff. It just be my luck that one of my exes call or just want to text, and then whoever my boo is, they be like, "Oh, this Brian calling."
That's right. That's right.
I ain't heard from him in years, but he might just be calling out the blue. Nah, my phone is my phone. Your phone is your phone. Now, what's done in the dark will come to the light. If I'm supposed to see it, I'ma see it. If not, I'll choose to stay away from the phone situation. But if that phone keep ringing and vibrating and dinging every 5 minutes, we gonna have an issue. So that's my philosophy on it. Leave my phone alone. I leave yours alone.
That's right. There you go. So answering the question, I feel like it does have to be a trust thing. So when you are in a committed relationship, it's a trust thing. So answering the phone, that's one thing. Like if my phone is ringing, right, and I'm like in the bathroom or it's in the kitchen, and my significant other is like, "Oh, hey, babe, your phone's ringing." You answer it, and it's like, you just pass it along. Now, snooping in it, going through stuff in there, trying to find stuff, trying to, see what you can find. that's a different story. But answering it, like, that really shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? It says
Yeah.
calling, whatever. Now, my phone, I do flip it over, like, on the screen. It's just, for me, like, I'm a paranoid thing, because my screen got cracked. So I would just flip it over. Like, that's just my habit. That's what I do. I just flip my phone over because it's just hard this way. You know, this is a little bit more gentle. But like I said, answering should not be a problem if you're in a committed relationship. But like snooping, that's a little bit different. And same like toy, you know, there's things that I do, you know, keep or whatever, and somebody else might take it and it might be the wrong assumption, you know, because we all make assumptions about the smallest little things, like, oh, well, what's this person doing on your phone? Oh, well, why do you have this picture on your phone? Like, snooping and answering are two different things for me. So
Yes.
I agree. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. And it's just like, you just have to have that trust, and yeah, just leave it alone, you know. And you know, guys, they tend to do some stuff, like they'll do some stuff or look at some stuff or see some pictures or whatever. We may not like it, and so really for me, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, I'm just keep it over there, and I'm gonna keep mine over here.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm not too concerned about what's going on with your phone. Like you said, Kim, unless he is attached to his phone and he's with his phone more than if he's communicating and he on his phone more than he is communicating with me, then we're gonna have a problem. And then I'm gonna bring it up. We're gonna address that right now. You know.
But you know, we do things on our phone all the time. Like, it's constant stuff, like different groups and everything that we're in. I mean, even with the show and like all the social media that we have. And honestly, like, sometimes I just really want to like deactivate my social medias because it's a habit for me to just click on the Instagram icon, click on the Facebook icon. It's just, I don't even look. I mean, I'm really just like blind to what's on my screen. But you pick it up, and if you automatically go to that Facebook icon, you automatically go to that Instagram thing. So I'm like, dang, I'm doing it again.
Yeah, it's very automatic.
Yeah.
Do you do that like when you wake up in the morning and then first thing you do is check your phone? You check social media.
Like one eyeball open with the eyeball taking over my eye, and I'm here like looking on Facebook. Like, what?
That's the first thing I do.
It's pretty bad. Yes.
Look, it is, because if I get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, then I'm gonna check it.
Yes.
And the funny thing about it is, look, I say these old eyes of mine, they done changed over the years. So when I first wake up in the morning, my vision ain't all that clear. So I be trying to do everything, trying to see. I be putting it back. I'm like, okay, I shouldn't even be doing this at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
And lay back down. And I need to cut that little notification off and let people know when you're online, because then they think you up.
They be like, what you doing up? But let me tell you something. If you want to really sneak and see what your boyfriend or whatever doing, and you go online and just see if that little green light on, he online. What you doing online?
But sometimes it's not even like that. You can just, like I said, you like toy. You get up to go to the bathroom, you just automatically just do it. Like, I'm OCD, so that little red notification, it just drives me up the wall. And sometimes I'll look at it just to clear it out. I don't even look at stuff. And then and my friends are like, "Didn't you see me? I messaged you." I'm like, "Oh, well, I forget," because I just go there.
Yeah, I do that too.
Just to clear the little notification off, and then that's it. You know, it's just a habit. We're just so into habits.
So Miss Sharon, are you attached to your phone too?
Yes, I am. Guilty.
Yes.
Miss Sharon, you got a lot going on, so I know why you attached to your phone.
Yes, and anybody who knows me knows I have my phone at all times. At all times.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
I was late to work because I left it. I said I got to make a U-turn.
Oh yeah, that's
my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's
that serious.
You can't don't handle it. Phone.
So,
I feel so naked, so bare without my phone. Oh my God.
It messes with your psyche. It's crazy. So,
You be trying to hurry and get home and see everything you done missed.
Yes.
Exactly. And you feel like the whole entire day. Like, what did I just miss?
As soon as I get back to the house and grab that phone, I'm texting like, I'm about to be late. Look, you gotta know that I'm running late today because I done left my brain. I got to have it.
Exactly.
That's the way it is. I mean, it can cause some problems in a relationship, though, I think. So you have to learn when to disconnect from that phone. You know, I'm even guilty of being on the date, and I swear I was into my. He wasn't talking about nothing though. He wasn't doing enough to keep my attention at the task. I kind of found myself looking at the phone. Actually turned out to be a really good date though, but I think he peeped me looking at my phone so much, and I felt him looking at me. I guess I was like, oh Lord. I said, let me put this phone away and see if,
that means he wasn't interested. You pick up your phone, because if he was interested, you wouldn't even look at that phone.
No, it actually turned out to be a good date. I just had to realize what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can be having a conversation and you want to look up something, so you grab your phone and you Google it, and then that's part of this discussion. Yeah.
Especially with these like new phones and everything, you can do multiple screens. You can look stuff up. You can be on the phone, on speakerphone. You can look up whatever online. You can be on Facebook, Instagram at the same time.
Exactly.
It's too much, but
It is.
yeah. So thank you everybody for all your answers. I think they're all have their own validations and everything. And I just wanted to say, just to close out my little segment here, that we have a segment, Miss Sharon. Well, I have a segment. It's called After Dark with Russian Doll. So please make sure you stay tuned.
That sounds interesting.
Yes.
So, yeah, we all interested.
Yeah. So it's going to be really exciting. And just FYI for everybody, I am not selling anything online. Stay tuned for the date. It's going to be out soon. I promise. I'm just getting ready.
Yes, honey, get ready.
Right.
I know, and Kimberly's gonna be my special guest. She's my little six kitten.
Mm-hmm. And if y'all had been tuning in, then we also have 2 more segments. We got On the Beat with me, On the Beat with Troy Cherie. So I'll be, doing some little pop-up videos talking specifically about the coronavirus, which is my specialty, being a nurse. I'll talk about the coronavirus, and I also I'll touch on some other subjects that we got that's going on in this world, like the topic that we're going to be talking about. And then we also got Kim here, Around the House with KP. She's done a couple of segments, so she's working on her. I guess you'll probably the next one on the next show. You'll have another special Around the House with KP.
Yeah, because I decided not to do another Around the House with KP this time due to what's going on in the world now. Yeah. But next show I'll do Around the House with KP.
Okay.
All right. So we are ready to talk about our the whole world's juicy subject, and subject of importance is racism and the injustice that's going on with us as Black people. And we have Anna here she's going to speculate on her opinion about how she feels about it as well. And we are going to delve right on into it. So Kim, tell us.
I think that's Kim, right? Kim, you have a question?
Yeah, it's me. I guess she meant to tell you, you're going to say how you feel about it, but we all going to say how we feel about it.
Oh.
But, yes, this has been, as a couple of pastors and a couple of very, T.I., Killer Mike, if you've heard on, social media, they say that this is hunting season. It's game on. They are really hunting us. They are killing us. They're doing it now where they're so bold, where, as you've seen for George, they videotaped actually killing him with his knee on his neck. And again, we're still talking about I can't breathe. He can't breathe. And it's becoming okay to kill people live on TV.
On TV.
Like when do we get into a world that we could just kill people on TV? Let that been one of us. Oh, we would have been in the electric chair. But to look at that video and see that and hear this man breathe, say he can't breathe, to hear him call out for his mama
that is deceased.
That is deceased. And he's saying the other man, the other police officer is just literally sitting there watching him let this man die. And there's other police officers behind him that are holding him. And then the move that he's doing, that wasn't trained. You didn't learn that in the police academy.
That's not taught in the police academy.
Like, when is that okay? When is it not okay for a Black African American to go jogging and, oh my God, you think he's burglarizing somebody's house? Oh, let's go kill him. He looks like we need to kill him because he looks like he's been robbing somebody. What? Like, what world do we live in where Black men cannot walk down the street or Black men can't do anything? And you killing our kids. it's not even just the killing, the murder. We have sex trafficking in Atlanta very bad for girls and boys. So we live in times where you don't know what to expect. Like, I get the protests, I get all that. Everybody is angry, but tearing up Lenox Mall, tearing up the Gucci store, Louis Vuitton, that ain't got nothing to do with no protests.
Yeah.
Why would you tear up CNN building? Like, what is the point, people? If you're gonna protest for peace. Protest for something that's gonna stand for something, not because your ass want a Gucci or you want Louis Vuitton or you want some diamonds and you rob the jewelry store. Like,
because
what
those
fighting
businesses
for?
are not the ones that are doing the killing. It's
Yeah,
like,
they're not
why
the
destroy the business?
Right.
Why do that? Because that's not it. But I just wanted to talk about that for like a second, just to let you guys know, and this is just very real. You know, obviously the color of my skin is white, but I am from Russia. I'm Russian. My son, I'm just like getting a little emotional here, but
It's okay.
my son is mixed, so he is considered to be African American in
Mhm.
society.
Mhm.
And just looking at that man saying "mama," that can be my son, you know,
Right.
and
Or his father.
or anybody, you know. So, and Kimberly, when you said, you know, it's okay to kill on camera, it's not that it's okay to kill on camera, but these videos, they are necessary because the racism, all of this has not stopped. It's been going. Now we just see it on camera.
Right.
And it's good that we are seeing it on camera
Yes.
because now people can do something about it, you know? And
Right.
me as a white person waking up every morning, I don't think about stuff like that. I don't wake up to be scared to go to my mailbox, to go anywhere, you know? But for my son, it's a different story because
Yes.
he doesn't know any better now. So now he has to be, you know, it's like I'm honestly scared. But like I've said, and I've had many conversations over this week with my friends, you know, everybody, and it's just like white people, you know, yes, like it's not black people stand up, it's white people stand up, and don't stand behind black people, stand in front of black people and protect our people, because it's not the color of your skin. We're all people. Color has nothing to do with this at all. So, and these police officers that are just, you know, targeting, and the video, it literally took me 3 times to play the whole thing because I just couldn't watch it. I was disgusted by my own, you know, race. It's disgusting because this can be my child later on in life. It can be anybody's child. Like, that is not okay. We have forgery for $20, and there's other people that are white in the community and they don't get any type of treatment like that at all. It's just really disheartening. And I just want
like
to
I'm
know.
sorry, Anna, I don't mean to cut you off. What was that guy the boy that killed like 9 people or in a church massacre? And then they gave him Burger King.
Dylan
Like,
Roof.
And there's some pictures like of some white people.
How they give him Burger King, but y'all want to kill us for the smallest thing?
Exactly, Jack. There's some pictures that you can go ahead and play back. Like you can see there's a white man sitting by the cop car, and you know, the officer is giving him water. But this man, it just, you know, gave a fake 20, and he deserves to die. And you
can't breathe.
I
think we have some of those clips. Jack, can you play some of those clips that we have?
And this is my son, by the way. I just wanted to show you guys.
Oh, he's adorable. He's adorable.
Thank you. That's my baby.
Did Jack hear us?
I mean, it's just so difficult, you know, in this time, and for us to act, it's like we feel like we are regressing back into a time, back into the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know, it's like we have regressed back into that time. But the thing is, like you said, it's never stopped. The racism has already been there. I think people are starting to feel, I don't know, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on out there. I don't know if people are feeling a certain way because of the president that we have. they're feeling a little bit more liberated, like they have more rights, or like they can do more, and they are it's blatant in our face now, and
Right.
and we are not accepting it anymore.
No, we're tired. Enough is enough.
It's a different mentality.
It
It's a
is.
different mentality.
It is.
Enough is enough.
You know, and it's you know what? It's not even. It doesn't even appear to be our children's generation of kids that are it's our generation. It's that, you know, the gentleman, the officer, he was approximately my age, and it's 40s, 50 years old. But if you spoke to one of his children, I'm not gonna say his kids, because I don't know exactly what he's teaching his kids. If he has that much hate in his heart to kill a man like that, then he may be teaching his kids the same. But I would say that our children's generation, I don't see the racism coming from them as much. As a matter of fact, I've been seeing more young white protesters, almost just as many of them as it has been of the Black people protesting. They're upset. They're fed up with it. The younger generation is fed up with it. So that does give us some hope that as this generation grows up, that they won't take that mentality.
Right.
And, you know,
they're not going to stand for it. They're not going to stand for that. They're not going to.
They're just not, you know. There's a whole lot of them, biracial couples and stuff now. You see young people, that a Chinese person and a black person together, and you know, and it's not the younger generation, it's us. Yeah. You know, and if it is the younger generation, it's because they were taught that.
They were taught it, right?
They were taught that.
That's learned behavior.
That's a learned behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I get it. I get the anger. I don't necessarily agree with us tearing up things and being destructive.
That's right.
But I understand it. It's like, this is the only way that you all are going to hear us.
Exactly.
But you don't have to destroy Black on Black businesses, though, Toy.
Yeah.
You downtown, you're destroying our businesses.
Target's is not a Black-owned business.
But Buckhead, they have a couple of businesses that are downtown that are Black-owned, and they're destroying those.
I think everybody got hit. I don't think they were like targeting anybody in particular. I think everybody got hit. But when the
Black on Black businesses.
Yeah, when the riots first started, and I heard about it, and I was like, well, hell, good. Let them burn everything up. Let them destroy everything, you know. But I just wasn't like really thinking. But at the same time, I just see two sides. Like, I understand why they were doing it, but then on the other side, it's like, why destroy our city? Why do it? This is our neighborhoods. Go to the cops' houses. Go to their neighborhoods, because they're the ones that are killing. They're the ones that are doing that. But the businesses didn't kill George. The businesses didn't do this, you know. So it's like, but I understand as to why they were doing it, because doing it peacefully didn't work.
And I mean, the last thing that I'm going to say,
it doesn't make the CNN. It doesn't make the news. Peacefully doesn't work. So we're just going to do it, and we're going to make it big, setting the cop cars on fire, doing all that stuff. That's going to draw attention. So that's how you get attention, because peacefully clearly doesn't work.
Before we get off here, because, you know, we are coming down towards the end of the show, I had saw a comment from someone it was just a discussion on Facebook, and somebody had made the comment about why are other states and why are other cities acting out? It happened in Minnesota. And I had to respond to that and say that this goes well beyond Minnesota.
Yes.
It goes well beyond Georgia. It goes well beyond Kentucky. It goes well beyond New York and all of the other places that, you know, that we have had this, because it's an ongoing thing. Right. So that is the reason why, you know, everybody's upset and everybody is taking a stand in all of these places. But we do have to use our heads in this situation and outsmart them, you know, because justice will be served, but
it better be.
It will be.
Because if they don't arrest 4 police officers, it's going to be a problem.
They don't want to reap they really don't. They see what's done happen already, so I really don't think they're ready. So it's going to.
We need all 4 locked up, not 1, all 4.
I do have the belief that this is going to be served.
All 4. Charged with murder. And what's 3rd-degree murder? What did you kill, a bird? Like, come on now. That's ridiculous.
You know, that goes back to him being a law officer and officer of the law. So they're gonna take all of that type of stuff into consideration.
No, they need to make.
They're gonna look at everything.
An example.
But I do have the belief that justice will be served in this case, and we just have to.
But just this case, when is it enough?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. We just have to hope that this situation doesn't lead to another situation. Maybe all of what's going on will enlighten us to come up with something. Have to, I don't know, for them to come up with a law of what officers.
Yeah, we need new legislation.
Right.
We need a new president.
New training. I was going to just chime in and say that we need to take the same energy to the polls.
Right.
And be careful about who we have in office.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about any particular office at this time, but as a whole, we need to get out there and exercise our right to vote. And
don't let this little stimulus check knock anybody down from, voting for him again, please.
Yes, honey, because that's just
girl, that's a $1,200 ain't nothing.
That's a temporary fix for a huge problem.
That's just him trying to make himself look good, like he's helping. But
for a man for Governor Kemp to open up Georgia just because you want some money, but you don't even care that people are still dying every day from the COVID-19, but you don't care. You want to stimulate the economy and get your money back. No, I don't. No, they got to go.
Well, we do have to get ready to close our show. Miss Sharon Bennett, aka Miss Stella B, tell people how they can get a hold of you real quick, and then we're going to close out.
Well, I have an Instagram, Miss US Plus Intercontinental, and I also have a Facebook page with the same, and then my personal Facebook page is Sharon Keitt Bennett, and you can inbox me. Email me at skbennett1210@gmail.com. One of those ways, like I said, I have my phone at all times. So,
well, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much.
I have enjoyed it. This is wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Bye, Miss Sharon.
Bye.
Bye.
And before we leave you all, just stay tuned for our next show. We will be on with Mr. Tony Terry. Tony Terry is going to be our next guest. So we're going to talk to him, R&B singer.
Mr. When I'm With You.
Yes, When I'm With You. Y'all want to get singing now.
No.
I need to get Tony Terry on my segment.
So we'll be on next segment. Hopefully we'll be back in the studio. So stay tuned, you all.